in the shadow of his wings.
It's not like, it's kind of like my autocorrect. You know, I spell a word so bad that my autocorrect's going,
Psalms 91, he who dwells in...
that breaks it up into sentences. You know, like,
he that dwelleth in the secret place
of the Most High.
Yep.
Psalm 91.
Psalm 91:1.
That's it.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Yeah, so that's literally having it made in the shade.
Made in the shade. That's why you picked right here, huh? And in case people didn't know, you're what around here?
But you always got to say that with a sniff. I don't know if you guys know it, but I'm pretty big job.
Thank you, Charlie, for coming through with that. We had to say, yes, we had to say something. Good job, John.
Except for me, I'll be right there.
We got some big blessings. Today was a great day. I just will say this, that the walk back was a lot easier for me than the walk out. And it seemed to go a lot quicker.
How come?
Yeah, it's just one of them weird things that when you get in the groove, you know what I'm saying?
Called in the reindeer. Give a ride home.
I was like, you're in charge, and I'm gone. So anyway, great march. Should have been 1,000 of us, but I'm thankful for the ones that were here. It was amazing. It was awesome. Just to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Guys, we've done something that few people in America will be able to say they've ever done. You know, to walk from the Capitol building to the White House. We had one person join in with us that was an antagonist, screaming out some stuff that she thought we were somebody else evidently, and rose up front and said, do we need to stop and address it now? So I said, just keep walking, she'll tire out in a minute. So I picked the pace up a little bit more, and pretty soon she's gone.
That's the ticket.
Just keep on going, you know. But it was an honor to march with you guys today. I may like to do that again. Tonight. Tonight.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's do something. I should know better than to throw that out there. You guys will be dragging me on my truck.
You're right.
Let's march to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Let's go to the.
So anyway, that was a great march, man. I'd never been that close to the White House. That's pretty cool. I'm getting to see things that I've dreamed about seeing my whole life, and it's really, you know, it's more than a protest to me. It's me being able to see the history I've studied all my life. So, as you can tell, guys, I love history. I got hooked on history in 4th grade.
I love history, no way.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe, ain't it? I love it. I love history. 4th grade, I walked into the school library. We had to read so many books every month, stuff like that. So I walked in and I pulled out a book that was on the top row, and I pulled out this book. It had pictures in it. I said, okay, that's a good book for me, right? So, and it was, I forget what it was, some individual's, you know, biography in kid format, obviously. And I read that and I was instantly hooked. I mean, just, that is the most amazing thing. I was a real person in America, and I said in my mind that I was going to read that entire shelf of books that year, and I did. So I just went down, I went right back to the beginning, the first book, and I just started pulling them off the shelf. I get like 2 or 3 at a time. I'd take them home and I'd read them, bring them back. You know, of course, the school library, so I could go every day. And I just wiped that whole shelf out, and I, you know, just planted that love of history in me. And I've read about these places and this city, and of course, it's not like it was whenever, you know, some of the stories I read. And I read about these individuals that we now see statues of. Lafayette, you know, I stood underneath his statue today. Lafayette literally saved our Continental Army. They were a ramshambled, disorganized, undisciplined group of farmers. And he came in, man, and he drilled them. As a matter of fact, some of the techniques that he used to bring them, to whip them into shape, is still being used in our military training today. So But there is a side to him that a lot of people don't know about, and this is kind of important because we have this great dissension right now. But he was gay. Didn't know that, did you? He was gay. As a matter of fact, he came here because his friends had kicked him out, was really giving him a hard time because he was gay. So he came over here to reclaim his glory, and he did. So, so you gotta always give credit where credit's due. So anyway, that's interesting. Felt a little coldness come over that one, but it's history. You gotta take it. So anyway, great day. When we got out there, I found a restroom at the McDonald's, and I'm not gonna lie, I got me a sandwich.
Where's mine? Did the teacher ever tell you don't bring something to class without sharing?
Victoria or security, whichever one. So anyway, I stopped and got me a sandwich and some soda, and while we were coming out of the door of the McDonald's, actually no, we're still sitting at the table. I get a phone call, or somebody at the table gets a phone call and says that they're towing all of our vehicles. Like, and so first of all, I was upset. I'm like, great, you know. What I was upset about was, since I don't have a vehicle here, I wasn't upset about that, but I had taken all my stuff out in case I got arrested again, and it was in Mom and Pa's motorhome. And I'm thinking they're going to tow all my stuff off in the place that I thought it was secure. So I secured it. Now I've got it all back on my person. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and carry it, you know. So there's nothing secure around here. I'm just saying. It's and I was thinking, man, all that stuff that we got there, and then I got thinking about it. You know, everything they do to try to hurt us only makes us stronger. It's been that way from the very beginning. Everything they've done to try to stop us only brings us closer together, makes us love each other, work harder together, and things of that nature. It just, you know, I don't think they understand the level of dedication that we have, and the desire we have to see our country brought back to the way it's supposed to be. So I want to applaud you and our live streamers. And you guys walked a lot more than we did, because we were just walking and you guys were going to the back, running back up to the front. And Quincy kind of let me down a little bit. I told him, I said, hey Quincy, I don't know where we're going, all right? So he tells me, he says, okay, you're gonna go up here and you're gonna turn right. So I went up there and I turned right, and I'm telling you, I promise you, I heard him say, when you get to the next road, turn left. So we get to the next road and I just start turning left, and everybody's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What? Hey, I'm a leader here.
Didn't go wrong.
I'll take it. I don't know what's down that road, but it obviously wasn't the right way to go. But anyway, no, he comes right back up. No, you want to go straight. You want to go straight. I was like, okay. So anyway, as we were walking by that big group of people there that we had to go off into the bike path to get around, they were waiting to be the backdrop for when Joe Biden signed the new firearms restrictions and that new firearms bill. And we walked right by them with American flags and yelling freedom. So we were there for one reason, they were there for another. We walked by without any kind of conflict. I smiled at them and waved at them. Some of them smiled and waved back. Some of them just looked at us like, yeah, exactly. But I want you to remember, well, of course, they were going to see the President of the United States, so it's going to draw a little bit bigger crowd than I did. Just a little bit. So, they were
not much, though.
Not much, you know. Of course, this was an off day.
Right.
You know. I'm not at my best on, is this Monday?
Tomorrow's Monday, sir.
No, it's not. No, it is not. You're not doing that today. Every day is a great day. So anyway, that was really a lot of fun. I did jump in the vehicle and have them run me back here because I wanted to be here to talk to the officers if they were towing all of us, because you know, I've been in a slammer now, so I know how to deal with them a little bit better than
Don't you have your appointment tomorrow to get your strikes, your tattoo?
Don't slap this arm. My new prison tag is still kind of tender. It says 1776 rules. So no, Mom, I'm just kidding. It's still white. Look at that. I got that farmer tan going on. Good.
He had to put it on his back instead.
No. So anyway, I came back and was relieved, upset that they got, X-Ray's vehicle, of course, but relieved that it wasn't everybody. Kind of relieved. I don't know if they'd have told us all. You know what? We'd all went back. We all went back and got in the tents tonight, and next morning went up and got our vehicles. And I promise you, if they'd have towed all these vehicles today, when we came back into town, we'd have 10 times more.
Yeah.
I promise you. The American people are getting sick and tired of seeing protesters like us get beat up on. They're getting sick and tired of it. We are not. I had a guy. I had a pretty disappointing phone call this afternoon. I was in the motorhome with Mom, Pa, and Rose, and we were all. I was completely, for a second there, I was just completely deflated. And I was like, oh. So I told Rose, I said, I got to go out. I can't, when I'm like that, I can't sit. I've got to move. So I said, I got to go. She said, we need to pray. I said, I got to go right now. Let me go. Right, let me go just walk this off. I stepped out of the motorhome, and there's a guy standing there picking up trash. And I've seen him a couple times around here. And he stops. And of course, I opened the door right on him.
He was in your space.
He was right there.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and goes, God's got your back.
Oh.
God's going to take care of everything.
That's right. That's right.
I looked up and Rose was standing there like, it was, I get chill. I got the hair on my arms are standing up. It was just phenomenal. He says, God's got this. Everything's going to be all right, man. And I said, man, you don't know how bad. He hugged me, man. And yeah.
He's got a very interesting story. I'll tell you something.
Okay. So we just keep getting confirmation. I mean, you guys understand that those three know what I was going through at that particular moment. And I just stepped out because I was just so antsy that I couldn't sit. And I walked right into an angel. You got to understand, angels. The word angel, all it means is messenger. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean a being with wings that flies and all that. As a matter of fact, Pastor, the Book of Revelation talks about, the seven angels. He's actually talking about pastors because he's breaking it down. You'll see that he's actually talking about pastors there. So just a messenger. That individual was a messenger today. He brought. I mean, instantly, everything was okay. But anyway.
Then you let me pray for him.
He did.
You let me pray.
Oh yeah. Then I went in front and let her pray with me. So yeah, I was okay then. Everything changed. Some things that I hear going on. Do not have conflict with these officers. All right, please don't be having any kind of conflict with these officers. Don't be correcting them. It's not our job to correct them. They have been. I understand. I got arrested, and that gives us a little bit of frustration. I'm not frustrated by that. This is what happens, So don't be out here arguing with these guys. Don't be out here talking smack with them. At the Capitol today, some people were hurling some. It wasn't really insults, but it was like corrections to them. Leave those people alone. Honestly, those guys are on our side. And you got to understand that I am praying that we see a pivot in those officers. They're going to be I believe the next pivot towards our march for freedom. If we alienate them from us, the ones that are for us, there are some that are against us, don't get me wrong, there are some that hate our guts. But if we alienate them from us, then when we need that pivot, it's not going to be there. Yes, sir.
Well, I was just going to say Sergeant Brown with Metro PD, I mean, he was giving his fellow officers fist bumps when they were towing his car.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I
understand that.
They're not fully on our side.
I just said, there's quite a few that are. For some of them, it's totally wrapped up in the system. They're going to enforce that law no matter what. but there are some that are on our side.
That's right.
We have seen that again and again and again, and you don't know which one is which. You know, so treat them all with respect.
Good.
You know, and let them have their day. If they don't like us, then you know, let them have their day. And you know, soon we'll have our day as well. We fist bump each other too. And a lot of times that's just, I looked at our vehicles, and a lot of the messages on our vehicles is trying to encourage us rather than educate the public. I want you to think about what that says. We need encouragement. And I see us, you know, when something goes wrong. I watched today, when we all came back, everybody congregated in small areas. You know, you might have 10 people in one area and then 5 people in another, but we were, you know, most of the time we're spread out, you know, talking in small groups and stuff, but when a conflict happens, we gather in around each other. You know, that's security, that's safety. So we need that encouragement. So make sure that we talk encouraging to each other. If I'm asking you to talk encouraging, if I'm actually to be respectful to law enforcement who is towing our vehicles, it only goes to reason that we should be respectful and courteous to each other at all times, no matter how frustrated we may be. Be kind and considerate of each other. Don't be barking at each other. Don't be, you know. And I know it's frustrating sometimes. You know, there's times I just want to look at Raptor and one of the most placid men here. No, absolutely nothing like Kevin Raptor. I love Raptor. All of these. I love every one of them. Except for maybe, I'm not sure. I'm picking out the best guys here, the most quiet, the most easygoing to pick on. Quincy, he's totally out. I'm done with him. I'm just.
I don't blame you.
So, but anyway, no, I love every one of you. So let's pull together. I have secured an attorney. I will be meeting with them. My intentions was to turn myself on Monday. I was told that the attorney had been talked to and says, no, let's set it up for Tuesday. Well, we didn't actually get the attorney retained until later today. He said, so we're going to meet tomorrow, and probably will then do the turn-in on Wednesday. And I hate that because I told people that I was going to turn myself in on Monday, but I've got to do what my attorney tells me to do. I was just going to run in and do it. I was just like, okay, that's the way I do things, folks. I just handle it. Here I am. What we do about this? Yeah. But this is something I've never been arrested before in my life, so I've got to refer back to people that know how to handle that situation. That's led many people through that situation before. So Big D, they're meeting with his attorney tomorrow as well. He can now receive mail. So anybody that wants to send a card, letter, whatever, that's here, get a hold of Hippie, and we'll get that
the address right here.
I'll have you. Okay, I haven't
It's
seen
Eastern Regional Jail, CO Dennis Yarman, 94 Grapevine Road, Martinburg, West Virginia, 25405.
All right. So most of the strings have got it already. I got a text from Hippie saying that he could get mail.
Put a smile face.
So yeah, he needs to get a piece of mail every day, man. Just something
Very
encouraging.
happy.
Absolutely. So
Lady Buckeye.
Lady Buckeye, I mean, she's on it. I had a lot of great mods out there, but
Can he
keep
receive
them-
visitors?
I'm sorry,
Can he receive visitors?
not that I know of yet. Not that I know of. Probably just Hippie right now. But so keep him in our prayers, keep him in our thoughts, and send him some cards and letters of encouragement, things of that nature.
It might scare law enforcement if 40 cars show up to visit him.
The X-Ray has secured an attorney as well. I'm not sure even I don't even know what's going on with him. But I do know that he has secured an attorney for whatever is going on. This is weird to me, because usually when someone does something wrong, the officers come and tell you what you've done wrong. That's always been, you know, the movies I watch. That's what they do. I guess movies aren't like real life after all. I don't know. I've had some, you know, some officers knock on my door in the middle of the night and tell me, you need to move your truck or something like that. It was very, very, they didn't have any problems with coming and telling me what I was doing wrong. So I don't know what's going on here. So,
Do we have an update on that, Trey, at all?
he won't even tell me where he's at. I don't even know where he's at. But he's meeting with his attorney tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I'm meeting with mine at 10 o'clock. And we have the same attorney, so hopefully they can figure out what's going on. I don't know if you guys noticed what's going on. Have you seen what's going on?
Yeah.
He hit me, then he hit Big D, who is a beloved character in this ongoing saga.
Trying to take out leadership.
And then they hit X-Ray, because X-Ray's that
Big boy.
military, big voice, motivating the troops, things of that nature. So my advice is to be real quiet. Just be real quiet. Don't say anything,
Quit speaking on the
But here's what's got to happen, all right? If they take all three of us out, which they want to do, if they take all three of us out, I want you guys, listen to me, I want you guys to do this. I don't want you bickering over who is next in charge. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. You've all been doing your jobs for over a month now. You know what your job is. Carry on. There will be people that will come in by the droves if they do this, and somebody will be there'll be a new speaker, there'll be a new Big D that makes us all laugh, there'll be a new X-Ray that 10 more, all of us, none of us are irreplaceable. This movement is about individuals. It's about collectively, all of us getting together, making our voices heard. And I promise you, if they take us out and I have to do 6 months in jail or whatever the case may be, somebody will come in and keep this thing going. In 6 months, I'll be back, or whatever. I'll be back. And look, when I get back, I'm going to be about 80 pounds lighter. I'll be rock hard, and I will be a constitutional expert at that time.
Yeah.
You give me 6 months in a No. Yeah, 140. On one side. That's my left side. 140. I weigh 140. My left side. So anyway, I don't want to do 6 months in jail.
Hey, Santa Junior's right.
6 months, I'm gonna get you more than just. You're gonna have the whole thing.
I promise you. I promise you. If they do that to me, it's going like John Bunyan.
Yeah.
They locked him up because he was preaching the gospel, but they kept giving him paper, and that paper back then was made in layers. So he would take it and carefully tear the layers apart, get 4 or 5 pieces of paper out of that one piece of paper. Front and back, he started to write in a jail cell that he couldn't. If he squatted down, his knees hit the bar in front of him, and his back was against the wall behind him. I mean, he was literally in a box. And so he took that time in his jail cell and wrote a book that has only been outsold in history, has only been outsold by the Bible itself. It's called Pilgrim's Progress. And it's one of the most amazing. If you've never read Pilgrim's Progress, you need to go get it tonight. It's phenomenal. You can't put it down. So you take that time and you just they asked him, said, if we let you go, will you preach tomorrow? So they said, we'll let you go if you promise not to preach tomorrow. He said, you let me go tonight, I'll be preaching on the square tomorrow morning. So they kept him there for a long time, long enough to finish that book. So, do the best with what you got where you're at right now. So that's what we're going to do. So I want you guys to carry on.
Where do they put the statue on?
Yours. They ain't got that much copper in the world.
Getting ready
But when I get out, they ain't gonna take that much copper.
Boom. So, I don't know if you guys been hearing those, what sounds like cannons.
Yeah.
But I believe, and hear me out guys, you're gonna like this one. Those are the cannons of angels coming in. We're gonna have, it's gonna be peaceful, loving. It's gonna be beautiful.
Keep your faith. All right, so what we're gonna do tomorrow. I've got to meet with my attorney and stuff like that. So I don't know what you guys want to do tomorrow.
Not have a day.
Karaoke.
Your best statement. A day of rest.
About walking around the Capitol.
Yeah. You want to do a march around the Capitol?
Why not?
What are you doing, Joshua? Like to do every time.
Yeah.
First one we leave. Every little
No, it'd be before that. Yeah. Rose, quit doing that because I'm trying to get out of walking. Let them walk, Rose. I got an appointment. You guys go walk while I make this phone call. No, it's do it earlier in the morning. It's cooler. What have you. So yeah, you want to do that tomorrow?
Not very far.
All right. We lost Simon today. He had to go back to work. So we got little Simon.
Little Simon.
He said, just call me Little Simon.
I don't mind.
We've got us recording on a
Well, we got another bullhorn speaker, James. He started over there with me. He's a natural.
All right.
I heard that little guy over there in the yellow shirt. He was pretty good.
Josh right there.
We'll get that set up. So what time you, since you're taking the lead on,
Well,
what time you want to be?
Same time about?
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
7:30, 8
Is
o'clock?
mine better for everybody?
Yes.
I
I didn't get to eat
That's right.
breakfast.
It's gonna be hotter tomorrow.
Might be able to make that. Yeah, so
It's going to be a lot shorter walk.
8:30. How about that? While they're still going into work.
We're going to do a walk around the
9
Capitol.
a.m.
That's right. Let's go.
Is that good?
That's good adventure.
9 a.m.
All right. Now listen up. Don't give them any reason. I'm going to go over and tell the officers here a little bit. We're going over there, tell them what our plans are for tomorrow, so that we don't have any conflict over there. We're just going to stay on the sidewalk, go around the Capitol, kind of like we did today. Very peaceful,
From my experience, the White House was the most intense security. The Capitol was pretty easy. Tons of people go around the Capitol. It's a real wide sidewalk, real wide, not like we walked today.
Okay.
Very comfortable walk.
I would suggest that when you're actually doing the march itself, is try to stay together. I know we're not military, but we need to stay in the width of that sign,
Slowest
that lead
person
sign.
needs to be up front.
Yeah. Or we just tell them to slow down. Unless you got somebody behind you trying to antagonize you, then speed it up. But no, just try to stay the width of that sign. I know that you want the live stream or video and get out and stuff, but it looks disjointed at that point. Put it together, make it look good. Can't video, put the video up. I'm trying to get this thing put it up higher. Don't stuff be spreading out all over the place. It looks better. It's just like a collar. Keep it all tight, it all looks better. We want to look like this. Keep it all tightened up all the way front to back. Stay together. Do not engage in patterns. Just let them burn. We're better than that. We don't have to say, what's one of the things I heard today? I love you, stuff like that. That's fine. I'm fine. Freedom is fine too. Somebody said something there. I thought that was better. Let me just, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Don't engage with them. They're trying to they're trying to provoke a reaction out of that. That's all they're trying to do. They're trying to get something that they can use against you on a video that makes you look less than stuff. So be careful how you present yourself. Why do I say this? Because that's what works, guys. When you saw Antifa throwing rocks and burning down buildings, that makes you want to go join Antifa. Websites are nasty messages. Nobody, even if they were paid for this, I wouldn't want to go join that.
No, it made me want to kick their teeth in.
So when we behave, appropriately, when we behave rationally, when we behave like men and like women, if we keep ourselves, our our hearts right, and that's presented in the way that we handle our language and our bodies, what we want people to do is say, hey, you know, I can be a part of that. I'm not a radical. I don't want, you know, so I can be a part of that because these people aren't radical. We're patriots, you know. And so you can come and you don't have to come out here and be a street thug. But mom, pa, they're street thugs from way back. You know. But anyway, that's where we're at. So let's tighten everything up, keep ourselves in control. Don't let yourselves go. Some of you are getting tired. I can see it. Our security is really, really tired. They've been up all hours of the night, all hours of the day. The security guys. I was out here last night with them a little while, and guys, we can't let them continue doing this. We're gonna have to have some other people step up in the night. Get these guys some rest. Man, you guys are tired. You can't sleep in the daytime. It's almost impossible to sleep in the daytime. So go to Raptor if you're willing to stay up. Just give them an extra couple hours. You know, let them sleep an extra couple hours. And all of us could.
I started running security with them so they could sleep.
Yeah, we need to start bringing them in. I'm looking back there, man. I see you're tired. And let's try to give them some breaks tonight. A couple hours. Any one of us can give them a couple hours. Let them get some sleep during the night where it's cooler. I appreciate you guys. All my security raising in. These guys. I feel safe. I won't tell you something. Last night I got up and was walking around with it. I looked out and I was there for it. I looked around and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. I mean, you can't. It's amazing. I'm floored. I feel really good about it. Thank you. The meal again tonight was good, awesome, fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but the base camp is doing a great job.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Thank you guys for being down here. And I thank every one of you for coming out here and passing out these flyers. Doing the hard work, interacting with people. Some of them want to interact with you. Anything else needs to be addressed?
Spencer, I'd like to know what they're going to think if maybe we bring a enclosed trailer in for storing some of our supplies.
I don't know what you're going to think about that, but let's do it.
If the live streamers have somebody who wants to donate one, or we'll go to
I'm going to U-Haul, $20 a day.
Yeah.
Did I bring my rig with my drive-in?
I'd really
4x8's only $20
I don't want it
a day.
to.
How is you all?
Yeah, we need to look better. We need to start keeping
Not a
things
commercial vehicle, but a trailer.
Patriot Q, I heard you're doing a certain day. I already forgot.
organized. It really looks kind of shambles right now. And I know it's been a hot day, but let's try to get our flag standing upright, not leaning, get our signs standing upright. Stuff that don't need to be laying on the ground. If you want to take care of that, get with me and we'll make that happen. I like that idea.
There's another thing. I know it's pretty hot, but if you when we got back here last night or this morning, if people would keep their windows rolled up so the opposition can't roll by, throw something in your vehicle, then call these gentlemen over here and say, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
There was bricks found again this morning.
All right, guys, I have to hop off here.
That's kind of hard to do.
Be sure to
when you
go
don't have
into one of the other live streamers. I have a Zoom call I need to attend to. All right, I'll catch up with y'all later. Bye.
If you could keep the street side closed.
Yeah.
Leave this side open.
Yeah.
Street sides will work. Okay,